Here's Tyson Jolly's introduction to New Rochelle. From that introduction, Jolly has become a favorite among the coaching staff, the players, and everybody affiliated with Iona College men's basketball.
Oh man, Tyson was great, man. That's my boy. So whenever he's doing good, I'm always excited for him, and I'm glad he was able to produce the way he did tonight.
You know, on the practice court, you hear his voice probably, more than anybody, more and the loudest of anybody out there. So having him out there, being a leader is really great.
But the current chapter of Jolly's basketball life comes at the end of a long and winding road that took him through multiple different schools, different levels of the sport, and even at a few points forced him to stare down his own mortality. Starting in his high school days at Putnam City West in his hometown of Oklahoma City, where Jolly discovered a nearly fatal health complication.
I had blood clots, so I had 7 pulmonary embolisms. One actually exploded in my lungs. I passed out. Doctor said I shouldn't have made it, but I'm here. I'm still pushing.
Jolly survived his health scare and originally committed to California Berkeley out of high school, but ultimately he decommitted from Cal and ended up going to Baylor, where his health problems came back, but his coaches and the staff at Baylor came through in a huge way.
It happened again at Baylor, and Baylor, Coach Drew and his staff made sure that I got all the right help to be able to continue playing basketball. So I took all type of different precautions and met with so many different doctors to be able to continue to play basketball, and they came up with a plan and a regimen for me to be able to continue to play basketball, being one of the first players to ever play basketball while on blood thinning medication. And it's been working out so far, knock on wood, all is well. I pray it continues to work out, but it's been a long journey to get here.
And that journey got even longer. As a result of his health complications, Jolly rarely saw the floor while a member of the Baylor Bears. So he decided to transfer, but not to a Division I school. Transfer rules at the time required a player transferring between D1 schools to sit out a year. So instead, Jolly found playing time at Trinity Valley Community College in Athens, Texas. The move worked. While with the Cardinals, Jolly averaged over 22 points and over 12 rebounds a game and earned himself a scholarship at Southern Methodist University in Dallas, where a basketball legend had previously attempted to recruit him.
Larry Brown came to my high school. It was crazy. I was in class, and they come get me, Tyson, you need to come down with somebody here for you. And as I'm walking, I see everybody's excited, ecstatic. I'm like, who could be here? It was a surprise. I didn't know Larry Brown was coming. And when I actually got to SMU, he came to the first practice. He was like, man, I wish I had you 3 years ago. I still love you as a player, as a person, and I wish you would have played for me. And I feel like it would have been a great fit. The more stories that I heard about him since I was at SMU, I'm like, yeah, I could have played for him.
Somehow, the chance to play for Larry Brown was not the biggest what-if of Jolly's time at SMU. In the 2019-2020 season, Jolly averaged 14.5 points and was preparing for a game in the American Athletic Conference tournament when the sports world went into complete shock.
We were getting prepared to play. We were eating a pregame meal in the hotel. We had put ourselves in a position where we had to win the tournament to get a bid to go to the March Madness. So we locked in, we're focused. We're at the table looking. We see games are getting canceled. There's rumors about everything getting canceled because of COVID, they're canceling the tournament. So we're eating, about to get ready to go to the game. Game canceled, season over. Just like that. It was crazy. Nobody really know how to take it. I was playing well enough, if I could if I could help lead our team to March Madness, I feel like I could have put my name in the draft. I could have gave myself a chance, but I don't feel like, even though some might say I did enough at SMU with my numbers and the wins that we had, I didn't want to be one of them guys to just throw my name in the draft just to say I did it. I wanted to, when I throw my name in there, I wanted to be positive and for sure, I'm ready.
When college basketball returned in November of 2020, Jolly did not. He took some personal time to get his mentals squared away. He returned in January and helped the Mustangs reach the NIT tournament, but basketball in the 2020-21 season didn't feel normal, even a little bit.
Real strict, have your mask on, don't do this. We couldn't use our locker room. We're changing in the gym like it's AAU. Like everybody was bringing their shoes. Everybody got chairs lined across the sideline. Like it's real, like it didn't feel right. It didn't feel like, it didn't have the basketball feeling. It just felt like everything was forced. We don't know what's going on. We're getting nose swabs every day. Like it was kind of a confusing time for a lot of people. And I can say so for myself.
After the season, Jolly graduated and finally ended up in New Rochelle, New York as a graduate transfer to Iona College. That decision landed him in the skillful yet demanding coaching talents of Rick Pitino, whose style became apparent on both Tyson Jolly's birthday and on a team trip to Greece.
On my birthday, August 10th, I got to campus on August 10th, went up to his office. It was surreal. It was like, I'm really right here, like Coach Pitino was giving me a hug right now. It was surreal. We were walking down the street as soon as we get to Greece, and people are coming out of stores, out of restaurants, out of all different type of places to come, hey, Coach Pitino, like, he's not dressed fancy or anything, like he looks like a regular person, but people, when they see him, they notice him and they respect him, and that was big to see. I felt like I was in shape. You know, when you get here, you realize you ain't in shape even if you is in shape. Our first game, I'd only had like 2 practices. I know nothing like about his scheme, his game plan, anything that he has going. Tyson, Tyson, the whole game, like just yelling my name, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't know what he wants me to do. You are coaching this game, this exhibition game. Nobody's in the gym, just us. You are coaching this like a Final Four game. His expectations of greatness is crazy, and that's why you have to love him, because I want to be great, and I want to do things that he's done.
With the new team, location, coaches, and season, Jolly found himself playing in front of a packed house again and loving it.
Coming off a COVID pause, not playing with any fans, not playing with any people in the stands, it feels way different. Basketball feels different now, and I'm glad to be back out here.
The sky really does feel like the limit for the 21-22 Iona College men's basketball team. From New Rochelle, I'm Chris Lynch.